The active severe weather stretch continues as we get about a couple systems per week. First, it's going to be rain showers with some gusty winds at times that'll move through during the day today. There could be a little bit of snow across portions of Minnesota up and towards portions of Canada. Then the real deal system forms. Low pressure circulating here, pulling in warm and moist air out of the Gulf. Strong to severe thunderstorms developing in this sector. Also a line of storms with a frontal boundary. The low is going to be around here, so that's going to create a good amount of energy. Heavy rain and also some very gusty winds. Thursday into Friday, early Saturday will be very windy. 50, 60, 70 mile per hour winds possible across portions of the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, into the Northeast, portions of the Tennessee Valley. There's your line of storms heading eastward. Could be some snow possible again, mixing in far north, UP of Michigan, and into portions of Ontario, Quebec. Our next system then trying to swing through as we go in towards the Midwest, ending the period. But overall, that severe weather risk could be quite potent. It's enhanced across the Deep South, portions of Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee, and even the threat into the Ohio Valley for some decent thunder boomers. This is your main area where tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail are likely, but overall, a lot of wind with this system for sure. As far as moisture goes, this all fell in a couple different events. That's setting us right now number one in terms of climate ranks of all-time weather record keeping since the beginning of the year. It's been very dry across the northern plains, and recently especially very dry across portions of the Great Lakes in towards portions of the Northeast. So this could correct itself a little bit, and it's looking like there'll be a good swath of rain, widespread inch plus over the next 72 hours. But this is the area I'm concerned that could see 3, 4, 5 inches of rain. Definitely a flooding threat for portions of the Tennessee Valley into the Deep South areas. So we'll keep an eye on that. Temperature wise, it's going to vary a little bit, but overall we're going to stay pretty mild. If you're across Michigan down into portions of Arkansas and eastward, especially the southeast, featuring a lot of mild weather, there's a couple bouts of colder air that'll try to get their way in, but it's just going to be infrequent. We're not going to see a super ton amount of that. There will be a couple of cold fronts, and notice the couple of more decent cold blasts that do try to come down, knocking temperatures back into the 20s and 30s, especially up in New England. There's some cold, but overall more mild weather. But where that cold happens could be during a system. So let's take a look at that. If that system pushes enough south, that could definitely allow. Here's a system beginning to form. A little bit of cold air here, a little bit of mixing involved. Now, if it's strong enough, if it's south enough, that pulls that snow area, instead of well up into Quebec, well up into Ontario, pulls that down here. But it certainly brings down cold air on the backside. And some of these other computer models really like the idea of some lake effect snow off of Michigan and Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. So we might not be done yet. Still very early. But still some wind with that pressure gradient there, and then pretty quiet across much of the country. Maybe a few snowflakes for the Rocky Mountains as we go into next Tuesday. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. For detailed weather information that truly can save you guys a lot of money, make it more peace of mind on making decisions, we would appreciate if you check out NeoWeather. And if you are interested in our service, fill out the free quote form. We'll be in touch and get you a proposal. Thank you.